Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to For My Vanity and welcome to another Shop My Stash. We're going to be shopping my stash for the month of March. Per usual, before we start picking out new products, though, I do like to go over everything that I shopped my stash for in February and kind of give you guys a recap after using it all for a month. Now, when we go through this, you're going to see that there's going to be a lot of empty spaces and products missing, and all those products are ones I featured in my monthly makeup review, which you can find right up here. I do a dedicated video where I share my reviews on either new products or products I have really solid reviews on. And then also, if you want to see the eyeshadow palettes that I tried this month, that is why this whole shelf or drawer right here is empty. That's going to be in my palette Palooza for February, which you can find right up here. I'll link both of them up there so you guys can go watch them if you want. But whatever's left in here is basically products maybe I've already done reviews on, I've owned for a while, and I've shared with you guys my thoughts before, or maybe I haven't gotten my in-depth opinion yet, so I still want to continue trying it, that sort of thing. So let's just run over it real quick, empty out whatever I want to put back, and then we will pick out some new products. Okay, so first up, we have this top drawer right here. Just going to go through it really quickly. These are all mascaras that I have used and shared my thoughts of on in the past. I'm just going to be putting them back in and getting something different for this month. This glitter right here, I did not get to try at all, so I'm going to keep that around. The Moxie Lash, the liquid liner, and the gel liner, I'm going to keep in here. I think I pretty much have my review on it, but I wanted to wait one more month since the Moxie liner is not available yet, so I'm assuming they're coming out with it soon. I've reached out to my contact who sent me the PR for this, and I'm waiting to hear back on them, so I'm hoping I can give you guys an in-depth review on what I think of Moxie lashes and then also their magnetic liners, but I couldn't get that information in time for the February monthly makeup review, so hopefully in March I'll have my full review on these. And then my Bad Gal Bang mascara I'm going to keep in here as well because I did not get to use it as much as I wanted to, and then all these are going to go back in. I have shared my thoughts and reviews on them in the past, and I just want to switch it up. Although, you know what, this Cargo Swimmable Eyeliner I'm just going to get rid of because it disappears from my eyes very quickly within an hour or two of putting on my makeup, and I just don't have time for that, so I'm decluttering this. But everything else is going back in my collection. Alright, so let's see. This is going to go back in. This is just a light. Let's see. This, you guys know my Dr. Brandt No More Baggage stays in here, as does my Smashbox Primerizer. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I did not give my review of the e.l.f. concealer. I did use it in last month's Get Ready With Me, but I did not give a review because I don't have my final thoughts on it yet. I did eventually go and exchange it, but I had to order it online because my local store didn't have it. So I only finally received it from, you know, my second Ulta order like the last week of February. So I didn't want to do a review because I tried it a couple more times and I was actually really pleased with it. So that kind of threw off my first kind of review of it when I first tried it and thought it was horrible. Since it's my correct shade, I was able to use more of it, and I feel like I liked it a whole lot better when I was able to use a good amount of it instead of trying to be so sparingly. So I got to continue trying this out. This isn't supposed to be in here. This slipped in. That review is in the monthly makeup review if you want to go watch that. This is something I'm going to be decluttering. The Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. For one, I feel like I'm not crazy about how this looks on my skin, especially the longer it gets and the oilier my skin gets throughout the day. And then second, the little dropper or like the little syringe thing, it's so broken that I never can get anything out, and that just annoys me. The Dermablend Flawless Creator also has the same dropper, but it works every time like a charm, and I actually like how this looks alone. I like how this looks when I add it into foundations, so I just enjoy this one so much. I never really enjoy this one. Maybe to drop in, sure. I don't like it by itself, but because the dropper's broken, I'm just not going to keep it. I'll just keep this. So decluttering this, putting this back in my collection, though I had such a good time using this past month. I wore it alone. I mixed it in with foundations. It is amazing. And as for the rest of it, I'm going to keep these two in here because I was trying to use them this past month. I was actually comparing them back and forth, and then also comparing them against the No Problem primer that I got in my Boxycharm, and I still want to do a little bit of comparisons. I still have about a week or so before my Boxycharm comes in, so I've been trying the other one. So I'm going to keep this one in here, or these two in here for the rest of the month, but these two I'm going to be putting back and picking new products for this month. Next up are lipsticks. I still didn't get to try the Sigma liquid lipstick this past month. I know, terrible. I mean, I feel like this one's been in there for like 2 months, but they're staying in here for another month. And then these, I actually had a lot of fun trying them out. I'm not going to give any kind of like refresh reviews because there are definitely a few in here that I feel like are getting old and that are a lot drier on my lips than I remember. But again, I'm not going to like point it out and, you know, give a bad review on, because I'm pretty sure the products that are feeling drier are at least 2 years old, so they're just older. But I still really enjoy wearing all of them. I got to wear all of them this past month and I like them, so I'm going to keep them. But they're all going back in. I'm just going to pick new lip products for this next month. All right, next is the face drawer. I got a couple products that I definitely want to declutter in here, so let's go over that really quick. Okay, so I'm going to be decluttering all three of these. This, I just don't really care for the shimmer and shine of it. Like, I have so many better highlighters. If I can open this. I have so many better highlighters. It's just not intense enough. It's just a little scattered. I don't know. I just wasn't impressed with it. It kind of reminds me of that e.l.f. one that they did with that Tarte on YouTube, and I kind of dislike this for the same reasons that I didn't like that one, so I'm going to declutter it. This one is just, it's time to go. It's old for starters. It's like 6 years old. But second, like whenever I use it, it's just too dark and too orange, and I never really like how it looks, but I've held on to it this long for sentimental reasons because this was like my first bronzer I ever bought when I was like 17, 18, I forget, but it's time to go. Maybe I'll keep it somewhere for sentimental reasons because it's too old to like sell and I don't want to just throw it away. I don't know, but it's going out of my collection. I'm decluttering it. And then this one, last step, I'm going to declutter because I don't like a sparkly blush or a shimmery blush, and this highlighter is actually too dark for me. I was wearing it this past month, and after like the first or second time I was like, hang on, like it casts such a shadow on my cheek when I'm like looking straight ahead, so I just don't like it. This works really nice for warming up the face and as more of a bronzer, but it can work for me as a contour. It's not too warm, but 1 out of 3, I'm not going to keep it for that, so I am decluttering all 3 of these. This is actually empty out of a little mishap with my children. Dropped it and I had taken the sifter out, so it's all gone. I'm going to be putting this in an empties and we'll talk about it in my next empties, but overall I really did like it. I'm going to be putting these 2 blushes back. I enjoyed them. Something I will say though is that I noticed that the Tarte blush does not last on me. I don't know if it's just because it's a mini, maybe it's not as good, but I feel like a lot of people praise Tarte's blushes for lasting forever, but consistently whenever I wore this one, it would be gone by the end of the night, as opposed to when I wore the Glow Minerals, it was still there at the end of the night. And then I think the rest of this is going to be going back. I will keep this little guy here because I didn't get to test it enough this month. But yeah, all this can go back. I had a lot of fun. Out of frame again. I had a lot of fun trying all these again this month, but I just want to pick something new for this next month. And last up for this drawer, nothing is changing because I'm still testing out these Moxie lashes, and I didn't even touch this glitter palette from GLF Cosmetics, so hopefully get to try that and then finish reviewing these this month. Alright, with that empty, it is now time to go over to my new makeup and pick out some new products to test out this month. Alright, so things are a bit changed up once again. I have been moving stuff around, trying to get things ready and visually appealing for when we put our house on the market and start having, you know, house showings and whatnot. So for the time being, I have moved my new makeup drawer to sit on top of my giveaway drawers, and then right there is where I put my little bin with all my palettes to try out. So that is kind of what this little situation is right here. Real quick before we dive in, I totally glossed over this, but I am decluttering this because it's just way too much effort to sit here and, you know, unscrew this and dip a little brush in there. It's just too much effort, and then to also have to get a spoolie out. I just found myself skipping over it because it was too much time, and I prefer just a regular pencil or just a regular like tinted brow mascara for my brows, and this was just too much work, so I am decluttering this. Okay, now moving on. Okay, so first up, let's go to the foundation drawer, which per usual is packed. Okay, I know this is giving off a ton of glare, but I am pulling this. If you didn't see, I already have a first impressions up on my channel for the Tarte face tape, but yeah, I'm going to officially pull this and try this out this month. I also picked up the Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I know this has been out a while, but I've been really curious about it, and I feel like it'll be good for my oily skin, so I did pick it up during CVS's Epic Beauty event or whatever it was called. I got this at a really good price. Going to be pulling out the Kaja Roller Glow. I don't know if I have my first impressions of this up on my channel yet, but I did do a first impression, so if it's not up, it will be soon. They give you a backup one for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to be pulling this to try out this month. I'm going to pull these 2 concealers to try this month. The ColourPop one I bought mainly to see if it'll be a good one for my eyes, because I feel like the Makeup Revolution one I run through so quickly, so I like to see something, you know, be a little more cost effective and last a little bit longer, so I wanted to see how that one does because I feel like I hear a lot of people using this for their eyes. And then this one I've just been really curious about to try. And this was a bit of a random purchase. I saw Babs Beauty haul this recently, and she was saying that she had heard good things about it, so I was like, you know what, I've never really heard anything about it, but it kind of sounds neat. Aquasurance, I don't know, it just caught my eye, so I purchased it and I'm going to try it out this month. If you'd like to see a first impressions video on this, let me know. Oh, I almost forgot, this is a Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I got this as like a freebie in a Sephora order, so I snagged it up and I want to try it because I hear everyone talk about it and either rave about it or rant about it, so I'm curious. Another product from Maybelline I picked up at CVS is their loose powder. I feel like I hear good things about this. I got the colored version because I feel like I have a ton of translucent, and I'd like something with a little bit of color to set my foundations, but that's still light, so I got this and I'm excited to try it out. I just have a little sample card of this, but this is the Dermablend, what is it called? Insta Grip Jelly Primer. It sounds amazing, and it's from Dermablend. I mean, I feel like the 2 products I've tried from this brand and I absolutely love. So I really want to try this primer and see how it does. And since I have a sample, I figured I would use that up and then decide if I want to purchase a full size. And very last up is this little Winky Lux highlighter. I forget the shade. Charm. It was like a little freebie in an Ulta order, but it's so cute and I'm curious to try it out. Alright, so that is it for this drawer. I feel like I really need to declutter some of this because I feel like I'm passing over some of these products again and again. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this Tarte Shape Tape since it's no longer available. No need to keep this. But I just don't have time to do that today. Hopefully next month, but there's not too much left in here. Let's move on to the eyes. Alright, so this drawer is very full as you can see, but let's just dive in. Mascara is easy because I have been dying to try these ever since I purchased them. This is the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara and then the Maybelline Snapscara. Sorry for the glare, but I've been so curious about both of these. Let me know if you'd like to see first impressions or anything on these. I don't think I've posted it yet, but I did a first impressions using this Flower Beauty Pop Fantastic and then another palette from Flower Beauty, but I don't think it's up yet, so it should be coming soon. But in the meantime, you know, I'm just letting you know. Spoiler, it's coming and I'm going to be pulling this to give it an official test this month. Another product that you're going to see at first impressions from is this Physicians Formula liner. It's called the Matte Lacquer Gel Cream Liner and it's basically like the drugstore dupe to that one that Benefit came out with a couple years ago. So we'll see if the drugstore can do it better. Alright, and then I think this is going to do it for a new product. I'm going to try the It Cosmetics Brow Pencil. That's pretty new to their line. This is the Milani Stay Put Brow Shaping Gel. I want to see if that works for my brow preferences. I have this Milani glitter topper that's so pretty. It's Hypnotic Lights. I also have this Essence Super Precise Eyeliner. I want to see if it's a cheaper option to the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. And then last up is this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. I feel like I've heard good things about this and it's such a vibrant color that I don't have anything like it in my collection. Alright, moving on up. Alright, this is my lip drawer. As you can see, I still have these little pixie containers from when they wanted you to like create your own liquid lipstick and I never did because I'm not creative like that. I'm going to grab all of these Baby Bat Beauty I recently purchased. They are really unique colors and I was really curious about their formula, so I'm pulling all those. I want to try this lip scrub from Tree Hut because I need to replace the one that I like basically let go bad in my bathroom. I had one from Fresh that's been open for like over a year that I finally just threw away. So anyway, I'm going to put this one there to use. These are from a brand called SPF RX Radiant Lips and they sent me this little trio here. It kind of reminds me of like the Lip Sense thing, but I don't think it is. It's supposed to be a plumping type of nourishing, I think, maybe nourishing. This is Ultra Rich Lip Plumping Lipstick. So we'll see. I have no idea what to expect, but they're pretty colors, so I'm going to pull all these to try. And last up from this drawer, I'm going to try the It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi in the Honey. It's a lip treatment, and I don't know if it's colored or if it's just tinted kind of nudie brown, but I'm curious to try it. And then you know what? I'll go ahead and grab this. I got it free in an order. It's a moisturizing lip mask. I might as well use it up at some point this month. Oh no, I almost forgot this. I bought this at CVS as well. It's the new L'Oreal liquid lipstick, and this shade is like a dirty orange or like a reddish, I don't know, it's a really cool orangey brown. And so yeah, I want to try that this month. It took me forever to find the name, but I believe it's called I Achieve 420, but yeah, really pretty. Alright, so now we're going to get into palettes, but before we do, I have a ton actually that I selected to declutter. I did have time to kind of go through and declutter this, so let's run through it really quick. I have these two that are brand new, and I've already kind of reviewed this formula before, if I can get that glare. They're from Smashbox. It's their little like photo edit or whatever. They're really cute, and I do like the formula, but I don't need more. Same with this. This is the Face Candy Sugar. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Peach palette. I was going to get it and actually do a comparison, but I'm not into these colors, and I feel like that's old news now, so I was just going to declutter this. If you really would like to see a dupe for this, and like if there's still a place where you can buy Face Candy, I don't know where to buy it now that you know, the Hush app is closing down. But let me know if you really want it and maybe I'll pull it back out. But in the meantime, I think I'm just going to pass it along to one of my sisters. This is something I bought from Ulta, and I'm not going to get to it. I have so many other palettes coming out. I'm just going to put this on my Poshmark because there's just not enough hours in the day, and I have gotten into so many more like vibrant colors that these darker and more neutral colors really don't appeal to me, so I'm going to put this on my Poshmark at some point. Also surprising me, I'm going to be putting this Urban Decay Kristen Leanne on my Poshmark, and mainly because I feel like over, you know, the last couple months and whatnot, I have gotten so many unique palettes from indie brands that are very colorful that this, I don't know, I feel like this might be the only shade that would be really unique to my collection, but I feel like I just picked that up. You're gonna see in a palette I pull this month that can dupe that basically. So I'm gonna put this on my Poshmark. I think I've only touched like these two colors accidentally. This one looks like it got scraped. But anyway, going on the Poshmark. In this I'm going to declutter, but I'm gonna give it to one of my sisters. I got this in a makeup swap, but you guys know this is like the soft glam palette. Two shadows are shattered, so I'm gonna keep this closed, but it's just very neutral and not my tones right now. So I'm gonna give it to one of my sisters because I know they will get so much use out of it. Going on my Poshmark is the Dragon Child palette from Menagerie. I have not touched this, and the tones just aren't super me, so I'm just gonna pass this along, and then if I can resell it and get some of that money back, I can put it into buying another palette that I'm really into that comes out later this year. But yeah, this is gonna be for sale on my Poshmark at some point in the coming weeks. These from Avon I'm also decluttering and giving to friends and family just because I'm not into them. The Christmas season's already passed, and yeah, I feel like it's just too late to review. Okay, this is super reflective, but this is the Making Magics palette. It's like a ultra foiled palette. There's a picture from Jouer Cosmetics, and I bought this set because I wanted the liquid glitter, but I'm not really into as much the actual palette, so I am going to put this on my Poshmark for sale at some point. And last up for super reflective packaging is the holiday palette that Lorac came out. It's the Shine Bright. I really wanted to try this out and get a review and even eye swatches up on the channel, but it just never happened, and at this point it's just way too late. So I'm going to be putting this on my Poshmark to sell. Alright, now that that's all out of the way, let's get into the palettes that I actually want to try this month. First up is the Flower Beauty Sun Blazing palette. You guys probably guessed it when you saw those yellows come up, but this palette looks so pretty. I want to try it, and as I said, I have a first impressions that should be coming up sometime soon in the near future on this palette, so you should see that on my channel sometime this month. I also picked up the Lethal Cosmetics little honey or hive collection. You guys know I picked it up for those greens, but the other shades in here look really pretty as well. This is that green that I feel like will replace or like be, instead of keeping that Urban Decay palette, I feel like this will do me. But anyway, I can't wait to try this. I've heard great things about the formula. I'm gonna try another palette in the Prism Makeup. This is the Supreme Chaos, and it's the colorful one. So I am eager to get into this. Something I feel like might be a bit of a hindrance is that the only mattes are these and then these three. So only 6 mattes out of all these, but we'll see how it goes. And last up for new palettes, I want you guys to help me decide. I have 2 from Profusion. Let me focus it. But I have 2 from Profusion. This came out over the holidays, and it has some greens that's really pretty. But this is a newer release and also has greens, so I'm only going to try and actually review one, and the other one I'm going to put in a future giveaway. So let me know. Do you want me to try the chocolates? Let me open it so it won't be so glary. Do you want me to try? Oh, still glary. So let me know, take this poll right here if you want me to try the chocolate palette or the Wanderlust palette. Not gonna lie, I am leaning toward the Wanderlust just because there are greens, but then there's also a lot of other colors, whereas the chocolate is just kind of brown and green, but you vote, let me know. Alright, so that is it for new makeup for this month. I'm going to go to my regular collection, and then we'll pick out the rest of the products that I want to use this month. Okay, so first up, before we get into this, every month I want to pull at least one old palette to use at least a couple times from that month, and for this month I'm going to grab the Alamar Cosmetics René Del Caribe palette because I really enjoyed it when I first used it, and I've been thinking about it a lot, so I'm going to pull this out. Also, I'm going to take this time because I forgot before, I am going to be trying to get the new ABH palette. I think it's called like Riviera, so as soon as that comes in, I'll be putting it into my collection. It launches March 4th, so by the time you guys are seeing this, it'll already be live, so here you go. Did I get it or did I not? And yeah, there's your answer. For primers this month, I'm going to grab the Bare Minerals Blemish Rescue and the number 7 Beautifully Matte Makeup Base. For concealer, I know I already have 2 new ones, so I'm just going to grab this one from YLS. As you can see, I'm pretty far down there, so I'm just going to get some more good use out of it this month. For under eye setting powder, I'm going to grab these 2 because I want to put them side by side this month and determine if the Hourglass really is a whole lot better than the Coty. You guys know I love the Coty, but I really enjoy this one as well, so I just want to see and compare them and see, are they the same or is the Hourglass really worth the extra money? But yeah, pulling these 2. For bronzers, I'm going to grab the Milani. I know I just reviewed this, but I want to compare this against my number 7 bronzer that I really do like and just see and compare and contrast them and to see if I've found something I like better. Also, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Butter Bronzer as well because I feel like that's the biggest like tone wise. I feel like it's very close to that Milani one, but I feel like I like the Milani one more, so we'll see which one I end up liking. Blush, I'm going to go really boring and basic. I'm just going to grab this number 7 Desert Rose, and I'm going to see if I just use one blush for a whole month does it bore me? And last up for highlighter, I'm going to grab these three. I want to see if I want to declutter this Becca one because last time I used it, I felt like it was so understated compared to my other ones. So I'll be seeing, this is kind of like on the chopping block for this month. And then these two, I just really want to get some more good use out of them. For mascaras, I'm going to grab these two to throw into the mix with the new ones. And then for brows, I'm going to grab this because I really missed using this past month. And then for foundations, I'm going to be pulling this out. I have a kind of drawer up here. This one is like my chopping block drawer. And these two were in it. I just want to try them out and see if I want to keep them in my collection. I'm just not really like concrete on what I thought about them and if I'll enjoy them now. So going to give these a couple tries this month and decide. Okay, so that is it for here. The only thing I'm not picking this month is lipsticks. I'm honestly just going to reach over into my like lipstick collection and just pick as I go throughout the day besides the ones that I want to review. But I think that's just how it's going to be easiest to get it done. So anyway, let's go over to my makeup table and put this stuff away and recap. Okay, so I'm so sorry, but sometime between when I was putting all that stuff away, it just stopped recording because it hit the 30-minute mark. So I'm so sorry if you guys missed out on all that, but I put everything away. Let's recap. Before we get up close, I did want to say that I have the Profusion palettes that I really would like you guys to vote and let me know which one you want to see. I also stuck the little lip mask and the sample card of the Dermablend foundation there. And then over here I put the Moxie lashes and then the little lip scrub that I'm going to take to my bathroom. But yeah, that's what's out here. Oh, and then right there really thin is the GLF Cosmetics glitter palette. But anyway, let's get in close and recap and close this out. Alright, so I got a lot of like face and cheek products this month, but here I have like setting powders and then two of my bronzers that I want to try this month. Next drawer I have the other bronzer and then all of my highlighters and one blush. Oh, and then also the powder foundation. I forgot about that, but yeah, that one's in here too. Here's all the lip products to try this month. For some reason I thought I hardly grabbed any, but as you can see this drawer is pretty darn full. We are loaded down with primers, foundations, and concealers, but a good half of these I would say aren't the new products that I'm trying to try out, so not going to be like overwhelmed with reviews this month. A lot of the products in here I have tried already and I just want to get some good use out of it at least a couple times this month. You guys know this is always my favorite drawer, but here are all the palettes that I want to use, and as I said, if I can get the new ABH palette, that's going in here too. And very last up is this drawer with all my eye products, mascaras, brow products, eyeliners, all that jazz, but it is full to the brim. Okay, so quick little update before we close. I did get these items in the mail recently before I edited and uploaded this video, so I'm just going to throw them into this month, and that way I'm able to use them and try them out and let you guys know that I am testing these. I picked up some Eyelure magnetic lashes and then these Kiss magnetic lashes. I want to use them with the Moxie lash liner and see if I like them and see if I can, you know, have good alternatives or whatnot to just using their lashes. I just want to, you know, get a full test of them. I'm not buying these to actually use them together because that just doesn't work for me personally. This is empty because it's actually on my eyes right now. But anyway, throwing these into my to-try pile. I also picked up this ColourPop Jelly Mud Shadow in Origami because it's just such, as you can see kind of peeking out there, it's such a vibrant, really pretty yellow. I couldn't resist. I also have this NYX Cosmetics Glitter Goals Liquid Liner. I really love their like regular liquid eyeshadow, like glitter liquid eyeshadow, and they came out with a liner version, so I'm really curious to try this. And then last up I have this Urban Decay Brow Endowed. I'm super curious about this. I've heard good things and like it's supposed to keep your brows in place all day, and you guys know I'm always on the hunt for something that actually will stick my brows down and keep them in place. So super curious if this primer duo thingy will actually do that and kind of make it just quick and easy for me and my brows because I don't like spending a lot of time on them. So anyway, yeah, this is what I am adding to my Shop My Stash for March. Alright, but there you have it. That is my Shop My Stash for March. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, let me know what you guys are really excited to see. Let me know if there's any products you would like to see a dedicated first impressions video on, and also let me know which two Profusion palettes you would like me to test out. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye guys.